And it's all right, we're live.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's weird. So I guess the first time, I guess I had the wrong ones.
Hmm.
I don't know. But all right, so a cumulative wage price spiral which produces very rapid inflation is called hyperinflation.
Yep. What is an advantage of mild inflation according to some economists? This one I was a little confused on. I thought it reduces frictional, structural, and cyclical unemployment. I don't know if that's right though. What did you pick?
It makes it easier for firms to adjust real wages downward as demand for their products falls.
Is that what it is? Hmm.
All right. Inflation is a rise in the general level of prices over time.
Yeah. Which of the following measures the changes in the prices of a market basket of some 300 goods and services purchased by typical urban consumers? The Consumer Price Index.
Yep. Inflation caused by an increase in aggregate spending is referred to as demand pull inflation.
Yep. Inflation caused by a rise in the prices of inputs is referred to as cost push inflation.
Yep.
Okay.
Assume that there is a fixed rate of interest on contracts for borrowers and lenders. If un if unanticipated inflation occurs in the economy, then lenders are hurt, but borrowers benefit.
Yeah. The recurrent ups and downs in the level of economic activity extending over several years are referred to as business cycles.
Yep. A throw in the business cycle occurs when employment and output reach the lowest levels.
Yeah. Most economists agree that the immediate cause of the majority of cyclical changes in the level of real output is unexpected changes in the level of total spending.
Yep. The Great Recession that started in 2007 was triggered by shocks in which of the following economic sectors: real estate and financial markets.
Yeah. The unemployment rate is interpreted as the percentage of the labor force that are not employed.
Yep. Which of the following is the correct way to calculate the unemployment rate? Unemployed divided by labor force times 100.
Yeah. In calculating the unemployment rate, discouraged workers who are not actively seeking employment are excluded from the labor force.
In calculating the unemployment rate, part-time workers are counted as employed because they are receiving payment for work.
Right. Search and weight unemployment is another way to describe frictional unemployment.
Yes. Full employment refers to the situation when there is no cyclical unemployment.
Yep. The one quirk that labor markets have, which helps explain why unemployment goes up so much in a recession, is that wages are flexible upward but sticky downward.
Yep.
See, and that's why that one, sorry to go back, but that's why I was confused on um, number two. And mild inflation makes it easier for firms to adjust real. Is real wages different than?
Yeah, let me go back. So I remember reading that there were like three or four things
Uh huh.
that economists say, some economists agree to, that mild inflation helps. Let's see if I can find what those three things were. So I mentioned a few things. I remember here from my notes I have they can the firms earn higher profits, will have a strong demand for labor, have an incentive to expand their plants and equipment, and can more easily adjust real wages downward that demand when demand for their products fall.
Okay, I'll have to go back and review that.
Yeah.
If the consumer price index for a certain year is 120, this means that the average price of consumer items is in that year was 20% higher than the average price of the preceding year.
Yes. Yeah, that 82, 84 threw me off, but I'm guessing that was part of the original question. I'm like, where they're getting 1982, 1984 from? It's
I know,
like,
and if you look back at it, it almost makes it, when you read that, you kind of think, oh, well, okay, that makes sense. But then it's like, well, wait, if you read a little bit further, then it shows you the next example right after that shows you, oh, no, wait, it's the next year. It's not like a base year. And I
yeah,
was confused too by it. Kind of
yeah.
got me.
But you said the preceding, the base period, right? 1982, the A, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. Yeah. The unemployment rate in an economy is 6%. The total population of the economy is 290 million, and the size of the civilian labor force is 150. The number of unemployed workers in the economy is 9 million.
Yep. This week was pretty easy on these.
Yeah, I feel like I think those mind maps are really working because the more I do the mind maps, I guess it really helps it stick, in your mind, and it just becomes easier to recall the information.
Yeah. I know I wasn't a big fan of the mind map when it first was introduced to me, but now I'm enjoying it. And I enjoy, like, and it really makes you think. I didn't
Yeah.
realize how much it makes you think, like, well, where am I going to connect this and how does it relate to all these other things?
And it doesn't seem to be like overwhelming to do so.
Yeah.
It's not an overwhelming task because you're not really writing much. It's mostly happening in your head. You're just writing a short word or, like a few words to kind of remind you. But that mental process that you're talking about, yeah, I was thinking, I'm like, man, I should do this for my economics class.
Yeah.
I was like, it's a easier, but yeah, I really like that. I think I'm gonna start using it for my other class. I might as well just pay for the yearly membership.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, everything's pretty good with this lesson. And have you been able to do the extra credit?
Yeah, I've done it on a couple of chapters. I can't say I've done it on every lesson.
Yeah.
But I go in and do, like I've done two, I think, out of the four that we've had so far.
Okay. For me, it's like I just have to start it early, like do it in
Yeah.
sections. Like if it's Friday and I haven't started it, most likely I'm not gonna do it. But if it's like if I do like 10 minutes here, 10 minutes there, then it's like all right, I'm almost done.
Yeah. Yeah. I did do the exam though and studied all that.
How did you do in the exam?
Not too bad. Not as good as I'd hoped, but I was okay with it. How
Yeah,
about you?
likewise. Likewise, I good thing I have the extra points. I was in the mid 70s range, so I'll do better next time.
Yeah, I thought some of the questions were the way they were worded, it was kind of like, huh,
Yeah,
you like really, it's like one word if it's, yeah, some of them just kind of threw me off how they were worded.
yeah, that's for me too. But I mean, when you're with doing I mean, since you're doing multiple choice, they might as well word it differently.
Yeah.
Um,
I do know that's like last semester, that was one of the complaints that some of the people had too, is the wording on the tests was just a little different than like the practice, and all that stuff. But
yeah,
you kind of get used to it, and they
yeah,
are trying to trick you because they want to make sure you know what you're learning,
yeah.
So,
And the good thing is, like, I've noticed the way most classes are set up. Like, if you do all the work and you might not do as great, on the test, you're still gonna get a good grade. Like,
yeah,
I mean, as long as you're not failing the tests, like, they're pretty fair. So,
exactly. I'm not worried. Like, okay. As long as you do well on the test, you're fine.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
But yeah, this is working out our little group of
I
two.
know. Well, I was watching that other group that I was in, and once again, they were on there for like ever. And
Oh
I was just
yeah,
like, oh, I just couldn't do this. It's like
yeah,
45 minutes into their thing, and they're still going over the quiz. And I'm just like, Okay. I think, yeah. I gotta tap
I,
out.
yeah, that's interesting. I mean, and that makes sense. Like, if there's one person that didn't do it, or
Yeah.
I mean, I like it's you and I because it makes sure it's like, all right, I need to make sure I do like I do it well.
Exactly. I know. Benny can't carry it all. I gotta do something.
Yeah,
Like, I totally hear you. It pushes me too. I
yeah,
think if I was in a bigger group, you wouldn't have that as big of a push.
yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Do you have any questions or anything you want to go over?
No, everything's is pretty good.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, have a good night. I
You
hope you
too.
enjoying the weather.
Oh yeah, it's beautiful here. What's it like there?
It's warming up. It's. They say that in the next few days it should go up to the 40s in the weekend. So
Sorry, I
that's
just laughed because it was like yesterday was 74 and
I
sunny, and
know.
we're
Right?
all running around in like our little short pants and
Yeah. Here it's like, and it's warmer than usual. Usually this time of the year it's still like 50 degrees.
so you guys are having a heat wave.
Yeah, no, I think the last 3 years
Yeah.
I've had the heat wave. My first winter here, which was 2012, 2013, was horrible. The whole month of January, it didn't get warmer than -20 degrees.
Ooh, that's cold.
Wow, that's like your lungs, like as you breathe in, you
Uh
feel
huh.
it sticky,
Mm,
like the mucus in your
uh huh.
nose. Up. It's
Freezing.
yeah, yeah, no, it's real. Like I went
Yeah.
running right, and just from the tears, when I came back, all of my eyelashes had frozen
Oh
like
man.
teardrops. Yeah, it was cool, but
Yeah.
it's cool. I can't do that.
No, that's funny. All right. Well, have a good week.
All right, have a good week. Take
All
care.
right. Bye.